if I'm being really smart and I hate losing, then I look for the things that would cause me to lose. And I would look at these ribbons. If I'm going to long and I'm right below a ribbon, that's usually stupid because the truth is I'm not going to have that much room to make profit. It's almost surely going to hit here and then bounce down here. And if I get really lucky, it'll break it and we go back into some sort of up pressure. But having this small gap right here between the ribbon and what I want to do is not. When you ask yourself that question, is this trade worth it? That's one of those situations where the answer is probably no. It's like, well, I mean, how much leverage do I really want to use? Because this thing is at 57,398, and right here is only like a little bit higher. I don't know what this is, but it's just a little bit higher here at like maybe $1,000 higher. And so you have to ask yourself, is it really worth it? If so, maybe I have a smaller capital position and I do, some sort of leverage that makes sense, slightly higher, right? 5x, 7x. But if I'm really looking for things that are stupid, usually I don't have a tough time finding them because I'd also have to consider I'm still in this very large downtrend for the past 400 hours. So do I really want to short? I mean, do I really want to long the top of the channel, or do I want to also wait for more, more security on that? Now it's nice that the past, what is this, 1,200 minutes have been bullish, but that's not the same as the past 400 hours that have been bearish. And so as we look at, these bigger picture timeframes, since I happen to have them pulled up, we can see like, man, there's so much still bearish. Chances are I'll be better off, looking for a short or just waiting until we cross some of these obstacles that would make it more apparent that this is a good place to long. So again, unless I'm just doing something really small, which I could, and this wouldn't be a terrible one to do, something small on, which I'll show you an example because I think this could work. So you talk about, trades that are overall small and you get to watch. I guess you could say you get to watch, but as I look at this, man, I was actually going to say I could probably try to trade something because a lot of times these little dots will send it up a bit. But man, as I'm explaining it to you, I'd be so wrong because like we're right below a ribbon on the 200 ribbon, right? The 200 period for the 2 hour. So we're right there. There's a ribbon right there, which kind of makes it kind of silly. There's that's the same time frame, and then there's a pressure line, right there. So there's just such little room for success here that the truth is, if I wanted to enter into something, I would just be better off finding a different asset to trade than Bitcoin right now. So that would be the real, like if I'm teaching you how to succeed, that would be like the real thing to do. So with that being said, let's do that. Here are some of the trades that we have open that we could possibly look at, and we're looking to see if any of them look good. I was looking at Cardano, but man, it has to break this. That's why I drew a line right here. It has to break this red line and close, like probably the 1 hour candle above it for me to really believe that it's anything other than volatility. Because otherwise, I can, without even having to do much work, I can look at this and I can see that I would have lost there and I would have lost there if I would have, done it differently. So until this actually gets broken and it closes above it, just even if it's just on the other side of that line, that's where I would say, okay, now it kind of makes sense to do a long and then probably protect it so that I don't lose very much if I lose, because these things are volatile and, that's always possible. So that's one that I see, a little potential in.